Retirement can present us with some of the most important financial decisions that we'll face in our lifetime. The UK's largest friendly society, LV, is intent on making sure that employers, trustees and members understand how important today's decisions are for tomorrow's quality of life. Here's Sarah Lockett.
They say life's a beach and a pension can provide the income to build a good life. But depending on which way the wind blows, you may be left out in the cold, as we never know what's coming over the horizon. When setting sail into retirement, we think we'll have a good financial safety net. But since the new pensions freedoms took effect in April 2015, making the right decision is more complex. Here in Bournemouth is where the financial services mutual LV is based.
Pension freedom and flexibility means being able to do simple things like switch on and off your income. Many trustees and scheme sponsors will clearly not be engaged in giving actual advice to their members. This is where we come in. We're independent from the schemes and from the employers. We're a trusted brand in the marketplace. Clearly, we have an advantage in that sense that consumers, individual people in the street know LV as an insurer.
In the workplace pensions market, the People's Pension is the second largest provider of auto-enrolment schemes in the UK. Roy Porter told me, with the new choices on offer, people have only one chance to get it right.
When people approach retirement, they've got some really significant decisions to make. They're typically one-off decisions. If they make the wrong decision, there's no going back. It's very, very tricky to actually recover. Particularly if you take, for instance, too much cash up front and markets don't work in your favour. So it's absolutely crucial that the individuals get the right guidance and support.
Okay, so this is CORA, our Clear Online Retirement Advice module.
LV's Jamie Barnes showed me the tools they're developing so that trustees can help scheme members get the right outcomes for their circumstances. CORA is an interactive tool that can provide fully regulated online advice with the option to speak to a professional financial advisor. Independent professional trustee Richard Butcher, who advises businesses on pensions governance, says it's one way the industry is using technology to help people understand their options.
Hopefully that means that we're getting them to a position where they can make informed decisions. Now that's a very, very high standard to set, and it's actually quite a tricky thing to do. A lot of people aren't informed consumers. Now they tend to engage with you when they get close to retirement because after all they want the money. But making sure that they're in a position where they can make an informed judgment is quite tricky. I think the other challenge actually for trustees is not being judgmental. If somebody says to you, well, I want the money because I want to buy a speedboat or buy a Lamborghini, it's not up to us to stop them from doing that.
Okay, so this is tool one.
A new online tool in the final stages of development is Compass, LV's retirement service for employers and their staff. It gives instant access for employees to see their DB or final salary scheme benefits with scenarios for using their money in different ways. Callum Cooper is an employee benefits consultant advising companies such as BAE Systems. He says when people don't get the right advice, they're at risk.
One key risk is scammers. So a third of HR directors that we surveyed said that they expect members to transfer, it works out around £10 billion of assets each year from defined benefit into defined contribution schemes. And when that amount of money is changing hands, that is like blood in the water for pension sharks. So they will be circling. We've heard all sorts of items in the news such as investing in storage solutions in far-flung corners of the world and so on, and ultimately preying on the financially vulnerable. So if as a trustee you do nothing, that risk is there.
For a not so choppy retirement, people are best to get specialist advice about what their options are so that they can have peace of mind that they've made the best decisions that they can for what they need in their special circumstances. And now pension trustees and employers can give customers and members easy access to that advice.